Hello friends, in this session today, let's understand the data factory pipeline for data extraction from blob storage, binary large object, blob storage to Azure SQL pool, Synapse data warehouse. Let's get started. So here is the example plan. We are going to define an Azure storage account, and inside the account, we are going to create a container. The container is going to hold a file, an unstructured file. We read the data from the file through a data factory pipeline, load the data into our Azure SQL server that hosts the warehouse. A simple, straightforward process. Let's get started. So I'll take you to my Azure portal, resuming my warehouse. And here you see 100 compute units allocated, as you see from our previous class. Let me take you to data factory interface. So this is the interface for the data factory. And what about the source? Let's see. So data factory interface ready, destination sync warehouse ready. Let's configure our data source. So this warehouse destination and the data factory ETL pipeline process from the previous classes. Something new, the configuration of source, blob storage. I'll take you to my Azure account. Here it is, create resource, search. We need to search storage account, and you see this green box symbol, right? This is for the Azure storage account. This resource can store up to 512 terabyte of data, 512 TB. Click on the storage account and create. Next, subscription. I'll use my subscription. We'll be having your free subscription as usual. Resource group, I'll leave it to the default. And storage account name, I'll say SQL School Azure storage account. Okay, for blob. Give some name, any name is okay. Region default is East US. You will leave it as it is, and review plus create. I'll repeat again. Home, create resource, storage account, and subscription, storage account name, create. Let's wait for a few moments. Once the storage account is deployed, you see my screen submitting deployment. It's in progress now. Matter of few moments, it gets deployed, and inside the storage account, we need to create a container, right? As per the diagram starting of the class today, we need to define a container. Let's see. The deployment is still in progress. Done. Go to resource. Go to data storage container plus container. I'll define this as blob container. Click create. And inside this container, upload. Click on upload. Browse for the file. I shall include this source file for our example practice along with the class notes. Just upload the file, okay? File ready. the data source is ready, you can edit to verify this data source. Let's wait. Here it is. Country, company, month, sale 1, 2, 3. Some historical data, historical sales data for various countries, some inventory data. Our requirement, how to read this content through our data factory. Park the data to a warehouse. So as usual, we click on this ingest option. We are in the basic pipeline wizard. This option, okay, this particular option, you see my screen, and next go with the default schedule. Source data store, it should be a new connection to blob storage on my screen, and I'll say blob storage for file source, give some meaningful name. We define one storage account, right? SQL School AZR storage account blob. Get that particular storage account here. This one, okay? SQL School AG account new. Let's wait for a few moments. Let me make sure I provide the correct file path. So home and this one, right? SQL School storage account blob. Get this particular account name. Here it is. We are supposed to see the account name here, but sometimes we may not be able to see the updated account list in the drop down. Hit refresh. Okay, and here we go. Here we go. Test connection. We'll follow the items as is and practice so that we are ready for the weekend case study after the class next class. Browse for the file. Select the required file. For now, we are taking one single file. Our later classes, we have multi-file and folder upload activities. File loading behavior, leave this to me for incremental loads next couple of classes, and I'll simply click next. What we did so far: source, storage account and container, data set, file data set. Next, destination, new connection, search Synapse, the Azure Synapse Analytics. Continue. I'll call it as Azure Synapse Analytics linked service, and give the server name, pool name. So this is the interface from our previous example, right? Give the authentication, password, and let me just give my authentication, test connection, create. So what we are creating, we are creating a linked service, a trusted connection. And let's wait for a few moments. We'll see the option for destination data set. Let's wait. It is going to validate for this particular source data set object. If object exists, you get it in the drop down. If not, you get this option like auto create. Let's go with auto create, the default option. Next. So we are reading the data from storage account, trying to write it to SQL pool. How? By using this data factory. A small task item. From this example, pre-copy script is there, right? I'm leaving it blank. Please use your existing experience and the database exposure activities to identify, to think what you can do here in pre-copy script. For example, existing BI developers, they may say disable trigger. Existing database administrators, they may say disable indexes for faster data loads. Both are correct. So based on your existing experience, you try to come up with your own points, what you can do in the pre-copy script. I'll give my inputs as well. I want to hear from you first. Give a try based on your existing, or say on your existing ETL environment, if any. Starters, I'll take care of the answer, leave it to me. Next, task name, nothing but the regular pipeline. I'll label it as blob data loads. We'll take staging very next example with fault tolerance and consistency verifications. For now, I'll go with bulk insert. DIU. Previously we said 4, now I'll say 8. The maths or the mathematics involved in the optimal selection of DIUs is something we need to learn in next 1 or 2 weeks classes. Microsoft has certain recommendations from its sandbox testing activities on what could be the best DIU units to be provided here, based on multiple factors, including the size of data source, nature of the data, destination and its compute layer, network bandwidth, etc. I'll provide you one data sheet today, a cheat sheet that contains certain metrics for DIU and its numbering activities. I'll be explaining very soon, next 1 or 2 weeks as we proceed. Ideal value would be 8 to 16. Ideal value would be somewhere between 8 to 16. I'll take it 8 next. So here we are, blob left, synapse right. Next. So we are validating the pipeline, deploying the pipeline. Let's wait for a few moments. Let's wait for a few moments. It's almost done. So you see the data sets were successful, pipeline successful, trigger successful, and it starts. Remember, though you see starting trigger is succeeded, it doesn't mean immediate execution. Okay. Unlike our previous example, it's very important here. In the previous example, we didn't schedule any pipeline, right? So the pipeline got executed immediately. The trigger involves execution, immediate execution. Whereas today, we schedule the pipeline. I said 12 hours. So when we say starting trigger, it means the pipeline is marked for execution after 12 hours from now. However, our requirement, we need to debug the pipeline, test the pipeline. So edit the pipeline, see here. Don't click finish. Click on edit the pipeline. Why? Because trigger needs to be tested. Click this button, trigger now, trigger now. I repeat once again. In the previous example, we didn't schedule the pipeline, so it got executed immediately. Whereas in this particular case, we are scheduling the pipeline. So it's marked for execution as per the given schedule. We are supposed to trigger it manually, click OK, and we are done. I request you to practice this example so that we are ready for our very next example that involves on-premises data loads to cloud. Interesting, bit lengthy. We need to go there slowly. Let's wait for some time. The pipeline is getting executed. You go to monitor. You see it is in progress for last few seconds. Let's wait for some time. And here we go. It took 28 seconds and the trigger got executed successfully. And here is a notification. How do you test it? Launch SSMS. This is the final part. Testing the pipeline execution. Launch SSMS and connect to your ETL server. Navigate to the warehouse. Right click new query and let's fire a query. From the table that we mentioned in our pipeline, and here it is, the destination table, sales data, right? I'll copy, paste it, execute, and here is your data. With this, we'll stop for now. You'll practice this item carefully today. And next class, we are going to learn how to make use of on-premises data loads to Azure, non-cloud to cloud activities. So this example is a base for our next example. Please practice carefully on time. Any clarifications or questions, please do let me know. Glad to assist you as usual. Thank you so much and see you there in the next class. Thank you. Narendra, cannot hear you, sir. Please check your mic, please. Others, you're able to see my screen, everyone? SSMS screen, please check your mic, please.
Yes, sir. I'm able to.
Yes, sir. How's your practice, sir, Narendra? How is your practice, sir?
Yeah, it's going good, sir.
Perfect, sir. Yeah, please complete everything by weekend, okay? Please. By weekend.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Let's start our session now. You see my SSMS, everyone, please?
No.
Slowly start. Yeah. SSMS screen.
Yes. No.
Management
I'm
studio.
not. I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
able to see Anusha.
Oh, Anusha, please reconnect, madam. Others are able to see, please. Gopi Chandra, Narendra, Subhashini, Venkatesh, Chandra.
Sir.
Please take it, please.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. We'll start our session. Fine. Let's get started now. Let's get started. Okay. So I'll connect to our local server. Inside this local server, I have a database. Okay. I'll install one source database. Anusha, are you able to see my screen now, madam? Please confirm, please. Let me know.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes. Now
Fine,
I'm
fine.
able to see.
Anusha, yes, madam. Fine. Thank you. Fine, fine. So yesterday, I was actually giving one video in the email because we couldn't have the complete example live. That example is about blob data source, right? Accessing the blob data, binary large object data. And day for yesterday, the example is about accessing the Azure SQL database. Today, something new. Let's understand how to access the on-premises data, that is your local SQL database. Naresh, please check your mic, sir. Can you hear me, please? Naresh, please check your mic, please. Yep.
Yes, I am able
Perfect.
to
Yeah,
hear.
it just started. Okay. So requirement, friends, how to access on-premises data to Azure. So we are using different data sources. Okay, for ETL. I'll create one database. I'll drop it. I'll drop this existing database first. I'll drop existing database and then go for the fresh brand new database. Okay, here it is. Or I'll put this way. Create database, connect database. There is a table called TBL source customer. Okay, source table ready. And initially we insert only 4 rows. See here, customer ID 1, 2, 3, 4. Where? At the source, our local SQL server. Source is our local SQL server. Yesterday the source is file. Today local SQL server. 4 rows. And destination. Our destination will be as usual SQL pool. Destination will be as usual SQL pool. So let's connect our SQL pool from SSMS. Connect database engine, ETL server. Okay, here we go. This is the pool. Inside the pool, you may auto create the table or choose existing table. So source is ready, 4 rows, where in your local SQL server. Now our requirement, how to get data from local SQL server to SQL pool. And one more thing, you would like to do incremental loads. You would like to perform incremental loads. Let's see how to do that. Go to Data Factory, launch Data Factory Studio. Go to launch Data Factory Studio. Click on ingest. We are supposed to say ingest. Then schedule. Let's give 20 every 24 hours. You would like to run the pipeline. Source, new connection, SQL server. See, earlier, day before yesterday's class, it was Azure SQL Database. Now it is SQL server. I'll call it SQL server linked service. Remember, we are trying to establish connection to a server, Azure. So we need to have something called integration runtime. See, plus new self-hosted continue. What is this? Self-hosted IR, self-hosted integration runtime, create. Main purpose of this integration runtime to establish connection. So we need self-hosted integration runtime. Day before yesterday I was giving a small Word document explaining the introduction towards Data Factory, a 3-page document. There you see Purpose of self-hosted IR to read on-premises data, non-cloud data. So let's download and install the integration runtime. Download. We'll download the latest one. Okay, I think I already have it with me. I'll just simply check it. Please wait. Okay, I'll download. I'll check it once. Just wait. Okay, please wait. I think I have my integration runtime ready. It should be there. I'll just check it out. If not, we'll get it downloaded. Just wait for a few moments. Yes, I have it, but it's old. Just wait. Wait for some time. Okay, please hold on. Please wait. Please wait. My download is going through. Let it go on. Anyway, we have other things to do in the meantime. Let the download go on and just wait for a few moments. Please wait. Just hold on. Please wait. My download is going on. And for some reason, it's taking a bit longer time. Let it be. Let it go on. In the meantime, let's wait. Just wait. Okay, please wait. What we are learning, our requirement to perform incremental loads. Okay, what are incremental loads? Let's understand that particular option first. Let the download go on. In the meantime, let's see. Just wait. My download is taking a bit longer time to do. Yes, perfect. It's going on now. In the meantime, let's see our requirement. What we are doing, copy data tool. You see my screen, everyone, please. Please confirm. You see my screen, everyone, please. I'll wait.
Yes.
Copy data tool. Perfect. Copy
Yes, sir.
data tool source. Okay. Remember, self-hosted IR. Now, why we need this? Let's understand it. Let me take you to our theory part today. Let the download go on. In the meantime, I'll take you to the theory part now. Let's wait. Yes, here it is. Design a data factory pipeline to perform upset incremental loads from on-premise SQL database to Azure. To perform incremental loads from on-premises SQL database to Azure. Remember, earlier classes, it was Azure SQL Server to SQL Pool. Today, local SQL Server to SQL Pool. So in your computer, you already have SQL Server with you. I'll provide you one source database. And you need to download, install this IR. self-hosted integration runtime. Now let's see what is this IR, why we need it. Let's see. What's that new term here? IR, integration runtime. Here, integration runtime, IR is a cloud component responsible to create the linked services. There are two types of IRs. Auto resolving IR. This component create connections within Azure. Other one, self-hosted IR, creates connections outside Azure. Within Azure, auto resolving IR. Outside Azure, it is self-hosted IR. There's a concept. Let's observe carefully. Okay, now our requirement. Let's see how to make use of this option. Simple, straightforward activity. Okay, I repeat, auto resolving IR within Azure, self-hosted IR outside Azure. So this IR is the main component using which we define linked services, LS, linked service. Once we define the linked service, from there we create data set. Please, do you remember everyone? What's the purpose of data set? Please, hope you remember. Data set. Data set. Previous classes. Please, I'll wait.
Reference of data.
Data set. Like tables, files. Remember, the main content involved in ETL, that is called data set, right? Remember, please, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Others, please, hope you remember. Like earlier classes, we got tables,
Yes,
source
sir.
tables, destination tables. The tables are called data set. Okay, remember that. The tables are called data set. Okay, next, let's continue. From here, our requirement. So here, I repeat again, IR, linked service, data set, pipeline. Okay, now back to our diagram. So what's the purpose of IR? To establish a linked service. We are going to download, install this integration runtime. Okay, this IR will give us something called key, a key. That key we need to use to link it to Data Factory. Then perform staging, and load it to the pool, SQL. So purpose of IR, on-premise connections. On-premises means non-cloud connections. Now what's the purpose of stage? Let's see. This one, staging. Main purpose of staging to perform data preloading activities. We preload the data into a dedicated stage for faster transformations. In our example, faster upset. Upset means incremental load activities. Okay, so we are learning three items here. Number one, self-hosted IR. Number two, stage. Number three, incremental loads. These three items we need to take in this example. So to make our things easier, firstly, I'll show you the incremental loads. See, usually it will be on-premises to Azure. Usually, for our easy understanding, let's take Azure to Azure incremental loads first. So for our next class, we are going to learn this self-hosted IR, the staging and the incremental loads. Let me show you first. Okay, so here we go. Our requirement. So let me take you back to copy data tool. For next class, please download, install the IR. Once you download, install IR, during installation ask you for the key. You supply the key and get ready. For next 3-4 classes, we need it. For next 3-4 classes, we are going to work with local SQL server. So download, install and get the key. Okay. For now, for time being, for today's example, what we do is we are going to take Azure SQL Database as a source, give the server name, database name, username. For next classes, please download, install self-hosted IR. For today's class, username, password, to understand the incremental loads in a simple way and to understand staging both. Test connection. Create. Okay, source will be ready. Source is ready. Next, once your source is ready, inside the source, we need to have the upsert activity I said, right? Inside the source, we need to have the upsert activity. So how to get the upsert activity? Let's see. Just to save time, I already have this server ready. I mean this SQL database ready with me. So what's the table name? TBL customer, right? TBL customer underscore customer. Let's see. Let's see how the TBL customer here. Let's wait. So I have my source data ready. Let me fetch the correct table name. Yes, TBL SRC customer. Okay. TBL SRC customer is my source table. So just wait. I'll have my table. Just wait for a second. Yes, just wait for a few moments. Yes, table SRC customer, this one. Next, source table ready. Inside the source table, we have only 4 rows, right? Initially, the source table has only 4 rows. Okay, remember. Next, destination. Our destination will be SQL pool, right? SQL pool. Now, for SQL pool, of course, new connection and Synapse Analytics. Continue. Give the server name, right? And database name. Pool. Give the server name, database name. Give the pool. Next. Give the username, password. Okay. Give the password. Let's see. Test connection. Here, for data set, there are 2 options. One is to auto create the table, and other option to manually create or manually choose whatever table you would like to use from the destination. I'll say use existing table. Okay, I'll say use existing table. And for now, we are going to use existing table. In the destination, I'm going to create one table here. Create table, data warehouse table. Okay, like this. For now, I'll create a table like this. Remember, data warehouse do not support primary key, foreign key, check constraints, unique constraints, not supported. I repeat, cloud data warehouses never support keys, constraints. For now, we need to go for regular table. So all data validation should be done through ETL tools only. Cloud warehouses like Snowflake, our Synapse, Amazon Redshift, Fabric Warehouse, Spark databases, they never support these referential constraints, keys and constraints. So let's go with the regular table called warehouse customer table. Okay, this is my destination table. So refresh. Let's verify the table, existing table, and here it is. This one. Okay, get the table name. Source DBL source customer. Destination warehouse customer. Next. Mapping, leave it as it is. Next. Here, two things. Staging. Main purpose of staging to improve the performance of your transformations. Click on plus new storage account. You can take any one storage account that you defined in the previous classes. Create. Browse for the storage account path. This is the container from the previous class. So we are reusing the storage account and the container from the previous item, previous example. Okay, and upset. This is for incremental nodes. Upset. You are comparing the source table Azure SQL Database today and local SQL Server next class. Destination SQL pool. We are comparing the tables using a key column. In our exam, the key column is customer ID. This is a business key. Back to our SSMS. This is a business key, right? Customer key, customer ID. So choose the customer ID as the business key, the upset key. Next. So two things. Number one, stage. Stage. Number two, apart from stage, you have number two, upset. Go back. This is a new screen for us. Okay. Staging and linked service. Give the required linked service for staging. Give upset and next. Once we have this content ready, click next. So source database to blob storage to Synapse Analytics. I repeat again, today it is SQL database. For next example, please install that self-hosted IR. I link
Sir, if you're talking means we are not able to hear anything.
Yes, sir, we can't hear it.
Sir, we are unable to hear.
I think connection is still lost. Hello?
Some connection problem. I'll repeat again, okay? Our requirement, I'll repeat the entire example. Better, I'll do the entire example. Source is entire example. Better, I'll do the entire example. Your customer table. Okay? Source for entire example. Better, I'll do the entire example. Your 0 rows customer table. Okay? Source for entire example. Better, I'll do the entire example. Your how to 0 rows customer table. Source for entire example. Better, I'll do the entire example. Your how to 0 rows customer table. Source for entire example. Better, I'll do the entire example. Your how to 0 rows customer table. Source for entire example. Better, I'll do the entire example. Your how to 0 rows customer table. Source for entire example. Better, I'll do the entire example. Your how to 0 rows customer table. Source for entire example. This one, right? Source customer destination. This one, right? Source customer synapse destination and source customer table already exist. Destination and are we clear so far? Already exist. Are we source destination? Are we clear so far, please? Yes, our source is our destination. Are we clear so far, please? Yes, our source is our destination. Are we clear so far, please? Fine, sir. Okay. Here, select the required mapping. Fine, sir. Mapping will be done automatically. This is mapping staging. Mapping view the staging linked service. Browse for the staging linked service. Purpose of staging. Browse for the staging linked service. Remember. Purpose of staging. Browse for the staging linked service. Remember. Purpose of staging. Browse for the staging linked service. Remember. Purpose of staging. Browse for the staging linked service. Remember. Purpose of staging. Browse for the staging linked service. Remember. Any questions here? Browse for the staging linked service. Remember. Any questions here? Browse for the staging linked service. Remember. Any questions here? no edit. You can like what is this one? This is option for completion. You can have new right? What is you can like
So, but you said that
what is
there is
this
no
one? This is
concept
option for
in
completion.
cloud, right?
Yeah, in warehouse there is no key concept, but at the source you have a business key. This one.
Okay.
Yeah, in warehouse there is no key concept,
So
but
while
at the source
inserting,
you have
we
a
can
business
have
key.
a
This one.
key column and to compare at staging level, but in the retail we will not have any key column and to compare at
Exactly.
staging level,
At the
but in
warehouse level, we cannot define any candidate. Yes, you are exactly. At the warehouse level, we cannot define any candidate. Others, you need questions, please. I'll wait. We cannot define any candidate. Others, you need questions, please. I'll wait. Well, next. Others, you click on next. I'll wait. Well, next and finish. Okay. Click on pipeline will be defined. Next, let's wait for some time. Click on pipeline will be defined. Let's wait for few minutes. Let's wait for some time. So pipeline is defined. Click edit pipeline. Few minutes. Let's wait for some time. Once you click on edit pipeline, this one NOU. This one. Once you click on edit pipeline, this one NOU. This one. Go to this pipeline. Edit pipeline. This one NOU. This one. Go to this pipeline. Edit pipeline. Go to this NOU. Go to this trigger. Now see here. Go to this NOU. Click on trigger now. Now see here. Okay. Go to this NOU. Click on trigger now. Why we need to trigger? Because see, we only schedule the pipeline right trigger. Because see, it will not be executed immediately. So we need to execute it manually using trigger now. Remember. So we need to execute. Okay, what we need? Simply go to trigger now. This is only initial load. Okay, whatever we did so far is only initial load. Initial load. But what's our requirement so far is only incremental load. Initial load. But what do you mean by incremental load? Let's see incremental load. Let's wait for this pipeline to get what do you mean by executed. Let's see incremental load. Let's wait for this pipeline to get what do you mean by let the pipeline get executed. In the meantime, remember incremental load means let the pipeline get executed. If I do any changes at the source, incremental load means only those changes should be affected on the destination site warehouse. Only those changes should be affected on the destination site. Where, for example, at the source, right now destination is go to destination. Let's verify the initial load first. Right now simple process. Select go to destination warehouse initial line first. Simple process. Select let's okay. Execute initial line first. See here are the 4 rows. Select now what I will do at the source. Now what I insert some data at the source. Perform insert some data. Insert rows. Perform a new row, 2 new rows. Perform an update. Okay. Select 2 new rows. See, 2 new row inserts. 1 existing row update. Where in OLD new row inserts. Let's existing row update. Where in OLD new row inserts. How to verify? Let's on the destination side. In OLD how to verify? What we need to verify? Those 2 new rows and 1 existing row update. Trigger now. We need to verify those 2 new rows and 1 existing row. Click on trigger now. Trigger now. Let's see. And click. Okay. Click on trigger now. We schedule it right. It works. But for our practice purpose, we are going for manual schedule. Let's see. Let's wait for some time. So trigger now and let's wait. Once the pipeline execution is successful, we are supposed to go back to SSMS and verify the process. Let's see. I think it's almost done. Let's go back, verify. I'll just execute it. After a while, I'll just come back here after some time. Let's see. Let's wait. My pipeline is taking a bit longer time than usual. Let's wait for some time. Yes, the pipeline got executed successfully. So here it is. See, let's wait. We are supposed to see the upset activity, right? Let's wait. The pipeline got executed successfully. So we should be able to see the changes. It's taking a bit longer time than expected. Let's wait. It may take some time, okay? It may take some time. We should be able to see the new row inserts and existing row update because the pipeline got executed successfully, right? So it should work actually. Let's wait. Let's hold on for a few moments. Let's wait. Let's hold on for a few moments. Let's wait. Let's wait for a few moments. Let's hold on. What should be the reason? Usually it should be almost immediate actually. Let's wait. Okay. Let's wait for a few minutes. We'll just wait. Let's wait for a few moments. Let's see. I think it's taking a bit longer time. Yeah, it got it now. Yes, friends, you got it here. Okay, see. So you got two new row inserts and one existing row update. Okay, this is how you see incremental changes. Remember, order of rows may be different. We'll talk about order of rows, partitions, column store, later classes. Here it is. For now, remember, we are doing upsert activity, mean updates, inserts. So you see new row inserts, existing row update. Okay, you'll practice this upset and staging concept today. Next class, Monday, we are going to learn this upset staging with on-premise data loads. Okay, we'll do it slowly, step by step. We'll stop for now. You practice this item carefully. I'll provide you the complete information on email. Please give me 1 minute. Is my voice clear, please?
Yes, it's clear.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Let's get started. Our requirement. Let's have on-premises data loads. Okay. So go to Data Factory. We'll go to Data Factory. Next, go to Launch Studio. Click on Launch Studio. Next, come on, how to get into the IR, please? You remember the other day was showing you how to set up the IR, right? Self-hosted IR. Please tell me how to get the self-hosted IR. Please guide me, please. I'll wait. How do we do that?
RDP into virtual machine.
Fine. Go to manage, right? Integration IR.
Oh.
Okay, I'll delete this existing one and create a new one. Yes, plus new, isn't it? This one, plus new. Self-hosted IR, right? What's the purpose of self-hosted IR? What's the purpose of the self-hosted IR, please? You remember? Last week classes, mid of last week. What's the purpose of the self-hosted IR, please? Hope you remember, everyone. I'll wait.
So I think
Establishing a connection.
to connect, yeah,
Connection.
to connect to
Get the
data.
data from non-Azure platforms into
Exactly. To get the content from non-Azure sources, right? Like for example, or on-premises data. Yes, everyone, please. Are we getting it? Please, I'll wait.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Others, please, if you can refer to ADF, Azure Data Factory, ADF, first document, okay? Please give it a try. Please refer to the first document once. It gives you the information like what is IR, types of IR, etc. In our example, I'll say self-hosted IR and create. Okay. Once we click create, I'll copy the key. Download, install IR. Let's download, install the IR. Let's wait. So I'll just click on download. It will prompt me for some list of MSI, Microsoft installer files. Okay. Choose the latest one, download. Okay, just choose the latest one and download it. Let's wait for a few minutes. Let's wait for a few moments. Okay, to be downloaded. Let's wait. One download is in progress. Let's wait. Just wait for a few moments. Okay, just hold on for a few moments. Let's wait. Wait. Okay, almost done. Almost done now. Just matter of another 30 seconds to 1 minute. What we are doing now, we are just downloading the self-hosted IR. Okay. In the meantime, I'll take you to our SSMS and connect to the server, local SQL server. Connect. Let's connect to the local SQL server. Let's check. Local SQL server. Let's wait for a few minutes. Think it's taking some time to connect. Right. I'll come on. How to resolve this problem, please? You remember, just in case. In the meantime, as we're waiting for the installation to go through, how to resolve this problem, please? You remember, everyone? I'll wait.
We need to start the server.
Service.
Yes,
Yep,
service.
you're
Yeah.
right. So to start the service. Let's wait. Yes, service is stopped. We have to start it. Let's wait for a few minutes. Yes, this is my server. Okay, my source is ready. In the meantime, my tool got downloaded. Okay, this one done. Just got downloaded. You have double click and start the installation. next, click on next. Next, click on install. Let's click on install. Let's wait. I think my installation is going on. Okay. Let's have the installation now. Let's see. Once the installation is complete, it will ask you for the key. Okay. So you have to copy the key and paste it. In the meantime, I'll also take you to our home page, and the warehouse is there, right? Destination data warehouse. Let's get it ready. I think I deleted my warehouse, so I'll quickly go to the server and SQL pool. Okay, so this one, Azure SQL pool data warehouse. Okay, this one, performance level. Click apply. Okay, create and create it like this. Okay, just create it now. What we're doing, we are creating SQL pool. Okay, let's see. Next. Once we get this created, let's wait. Let's wait. Okay, that's it. Warehouse is getting ready. In the meantime, I'll take you to our source. Destination will be our SQL server. This one. In the source, we are supposed to create one source database, right? So here it is. Let's configure the source. Let's configure the source. Yeah, this one. You already have the script with you. So create database, connect database, create table, and insert only 4 rows. Okay. Same example I'm repeating with different source, local SQL server. This is your local SQL server. In Azure, my pool will be ready in next few moments. We are going to have a target table anyway, empty table. Okay. In the meantime, let's see. Yes, my installation is complete. It will ask you for the key, right? Come on, how to get the key, please? You remember how to get the key? You remember, please? I'll wait.
Yeah, we need to take from integration runtime.
How to get the key? We need to go to ADF, right? Isn't it? We go to ADF here, right? This one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go to our ADF.
Manage.
This one. Yeah, this one, like copy. Let me
Yep.
copy and paste it here. Okay, this one. Register. Source ready, destination ready, and I are also getting registered now. Make sure the tick mark is set. Okay, let's have the tick mark here. Let's wait. Yes, the IR is also registered successfully. Close it. Close. You may see unavailable. You have to refresh it. Okay, like this. You are done. You're all set for the pipeline. Source ready and destination also ready. Source and destination. Our requirement. Let's see how to define the incremental load pipeline. Please guide me from here. Hope you practiced previous class. It should be easier now. Please guide me. What we have to do next, please? I'll wait. What we have to do here, please? I'll wait.
Copy ingest data. Pipeline we need to create.
Exactly. You need to go to the left side, right? Left side ingest. Let's see. Go to home, ingest, schedule, and next. Source should be new connection. Okay. SQL server connection. This one. Next. Give the server name. Give the server name. So here in the server, let's wait. Yes, our server is SQL School 2, right? This one. Server is SQL School 2. This one. This is server. Give the database. Server is SQL School 2 server. Give the database. Database name is source database. This one. And give authentication. SQL authentication or Windows authentication. Anything is fine. Okay. Give the login name and password. In my case, I'm using SQL authentication. In your case, it can be SQL or Windows, whatever it is, whatever authentication you set for your local server, you simply use it here. Okay, next. Any authentication is okay. It should be fine. Next step, let's see. Trust certificate, this one, and test connection. So server name, database name, authentication, username, password, and test connection. Let's wait. Let's test the connection. Let's wait. It may take some time to test the connection. It's taking some time. So remember, self-hosted IR because local SQL server, server name, database name, authentication, username, password. My connection was successful. Provide the correct username, password for your local server that you configured. Create. Okay, so connection is ready. Next. Let's wait. Our source is customer table. I'm taking the same example, okay, from the previous class. Customer table, next. Select customer table, click next. Filters optional. Destination, new connection. Destination is Synapse, right? This one. Yes, everyone, please. Hope you remember that. Everyone, I'll wait.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And give the server name. It should be auto resolving IR. See, self-hosted IR is only for local server connections. Source. Destination is Azure. So auto resolving. provide the database name, nothing but the warehouse. Give the username and the password. Okay, give the required password, whatever password you configured at the time of your Azure SQL Server deployment. Next. By this time, you already have the destination table ready. By executing that script. So this DBL destination customer you selected here from the existing table. Let's wait. Let's wait for a few moments. From the destination table, we should be able to select the SQL pool destination table. Let's wait. So click on refresh from the drop down. Let's wait. Let's click on the destination table, refresh. Let's wait. Just click on refresh here. Still loading. And yeah, this one, okay. Destination customer table like this. Next. Any questions so far? Let me know, please. I'll wait.
I have one question.
Tell me, sir, please. Yep.
So when you're connecting to the source, right? I mean the local on-premise database. If we are doing a Windows authentication, the password
Yeah,
option is
yeah. If it is Windows authentication, yes, you have to provide your local SQL Server login password. Your Windows authentication password you have to specify. So you have
okay.
to set the
So
password and specify it here.
okay, thanks.
Yep. Next question, please. I'll wait.
Here the connection is nothing but the linked service that we are creating, right?
Exactly. Yes, you are right. The linked service. Yep.
Do we need to create the staging?
Staging comes in the next screen, madam. You are right. It comes in the next screen. Let's see. Settings, next screen. Okay, let's continue. Well, let's continue then. Here we go. Go to our next step. Next. Mappings, you can leave them as they are. Click next. Let's wait. Click next. Enable staging. Come on, what's the purpose of staging? You remember, please?
To improve the performance.
Yes, exactly. Faster upset activities in this case. Okay, faster upset activities. Click create. So browse for the storage path. Click OK. And one more thing, advanced, it should be upset, right? Upset, incremental loads. And specify the column based on which you would like to perform the incremental loads. Upset based on customer ID. Next, upset based on customer ID. So same process, only difference is the source. Earlier Azure SQL Server, now local SQL Server. Use either Windows authentication or SQL authentication, any authentication using which you are able to connect your local server. Next, and let's get the pipeline created. And what's the next step? Please help me. What's the next step? We need to test the pipeline, right? Please, how to test the pipeline, please? I'll wait for some.
Edit pipeline.
Edit pipeline and go to triggers.
Exactly. So here we go. Let's see. Straight, okay, please hold on. Edit pipeline. So finish our edit pipeline. Once we edit pipeline, what next? Trigger now, right? Isn't it this one? Trigger now. Click OK. Trigger now, click OK. Okay, next. Once you click on trigger now, initially what will happen? Yes, the initial trigger gets executed. Let's wait for a few moments. We should be able to get the trigger executed, initial load. Let's wait. Yeah, please check your mic, please. I'll wait. We are waiting for the trigger to get executed. Let's wait. Yes, the trigger got successfully executed. Come on, where to verify? Go to
Monitor.
destination, right? Select from table name. Okay, initially 4 rows were loaded. For upsert activity, incremental loads, what we have to do? Perform new row inserts, existing row update. Please, are we getting it now? Please, I'll wait. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, new row inserts, existing row updates. Okay, then of course in the destination we have only initial data. Now what we do next? Let's see.
We need to trigger again.
Exactly. So go back to this one. Trigger now again. So trigger started to get executed now. Running the pipeline. Yeah, please check your mics, please. I'll wait. Please check your mic, please. Anusha, yes, madam. Please check your mic, madam.
Yeah, it is working now.
Yes, madam. Background for madam. Please check it, please. I'll wait. Let's wait. Let's wait for the pipeline to get executed. It's taking a bit longer time to get executed. Yes, the pipeline got executed now. Pipeline succeeded. So go to destination C, 2 new row inserts, 1 existing row update. Yes, are we getting it, please? I'll wait. Upsert activity. Are we getting it, please? I'll wait. Upsert.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Fine. Okay, now let's understand other important one. So